If you're new to this channel, hello, how are you? Please don't forget to press the subscribe button and like this video for more content like this. My name is RB Gono and I am an author and a poet, and on this channel we cover everything bookish content and mostly poetry. So welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, homie. How are you? So a few things I actually want to cover in this video really quickly, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be long, but I knew that I had to do at least one video like this month because I haven't done a bookish content video in like a long time. And despite the fact that I have I think 4 or 5 books that are unread in my library, I did what all bookworms do and I got more books to read. So amazing. Currently I'm reading Collective Amnesia by Koleka, Putuma, and I am loving it. I'm actually almost finished and I have a few more pages left, and I honestly I don't know if you've ever bought a book and then just realized this is one of the best things you've ever done in your life. You're just I made a good investment here. So I definitely recommend Koleka Putuma's books. I think she's an amazing author, and the way that she just articulates her words, and also the topics that she writes about are not very mainstream, because I feel one of the biggest problems I find in reading poetry especially is that it's a lot of the same content. So it almost seems the same author kind of wrote everything, and I understand that we're all human beings and we're all kind of facing the same thing, so why not? So it's doing really well, and I follow Koleka on Instagram, so she has even some merch from the book and has really been talking about the success of the book itself. And I think she's just recently turned this into an audiobook. So if you're not the type to read but you would like to listen to some poetry, then I highly recommend you check out this book. Then I have some old literature with me, and this is And the Girls in Their Sunday Dresses by Zakes. And honestly, this is a name that I've heard before living in South Africa and stuff, but I actually didn't know about this book. And what attracted me to it was obviously the name of the author and the name of the book, because it sounds really interesting, and I think it has an interesting storyline and a plot line. And obviously I'm not going to go too much into details because obviously I haven't really started reading the book, but I am very interested. So far what I know is that the book is set in scenes, so it's a play almost that you're reading through. And honestly all I can say is that I'm excited. So on to the next. And then I got blessed by a friend of mine who got me this book, and this is The Sun Is Also a Star, which I only discovered that is also a movie because, on the cover there's movie stars on it. And then also when I showed my friends that I got a new book, they were oh, I didn't really like the movie, and I was there's a movie? Interesting. But I'm not a very big movie person anyway, so I'm not surprised I didn't know that there was a movie of the book. But in any case, the books are always better than the movies, so I am still looking forward to reading this book nonetheless, even though people have been I didn't really like it. So if you guys have watched this movie or have read the book, The Sun Is Also a Star, comment below and tell me what was your experience of it, because I'll probably only start reading this one in December, because I really don't see myself touching it this month. I'm honest. I'm very honest. But there are some nice pictures. I'm I haven't read a picture book in a while. Picture book. How did that stroke taste? Jesus. Those are the books that I have in physically in my hands for now. I know that I've been speaking to my mom back home, and she said that she's bought some new books for me. So I don't know what she's bought. I'm hoping she's bought one of mine, but we'll see when I get home, and I'll probably do a video showing you guys what books my mother got for me and whether or not I will be reading them. I probably will, because I'm going to be bored out of my mind in December. But yeah. So despite these books, quickly, what I want to talk about is my new book that's finally out. So if you follow me on my Instagram at RudeCritic72 and on on Twitter at RBGonoWrites, I should probably make those two names the same thing. It's just like so, I don't know, it's just so time consuming to like say two different usernames. But anyway, if you follow me either on Instagram or on Twitter, I have been talking about my new book. So my new book is called Of Toxic Love and Growth. And the reason why I don't have a physical copy of it right now is because there are currently no physical copies of the book available at the moment. So it is another poetry collection that comes right after Little Go Blue. And if you watch the Little Go Blue special that I had like 2 weeks ago when I spoke, basically I did like a little short film about what Little Go Blue is about, and it was what I called our goodbye story for Little Go, well, goodbye party, kind of like our sending off party for Little Go Blue. It just briefly kind of like explains the headspace that I wanted you guys to be in with me as the reader, that, you know, where we're kind of coming from Little Go Blue and then coming into Of Toxic Love and Growth. So Of Toxic Love and Growth, an ebook for now. I think it's going to be an ebook for the next like 90 days or whatever, but you know, that totally entirely is dependent on you guys. So it is another poetry book. It's much larger than Little Go Blue because I don't know, after officially publishing Little Go Blue and just having it in my hand, I felt like I wanted something with a little bit more flesh for the next publication. So this one is a little bit longer, and right now it's currently exclusively available on Kindle Unlimited for free. So if you would want to read it and even borrow it to people, you can do that exclusively on Kindle Unlimited and read that book. And I think if you don't have a Kindle like account or whatever, you do get like a free trial for like the first 30 days, and I don't think it's going to take you 30 days to read the book. So I encourage you to get this free trial and like read my book, because like, hello. But you can also buy the ebook and own it on your different devices for like $4, which I think is like roughly 200 Rand or just below. Should be just below. But yeah, which is not a bad price, because yeah, I don't think it's a bad price. When the paperback or the hardcover comes out, we'll discuss that, because right now we haven't even started discussing that with like anybody. I've been like avoiding all webinars because I'm just like, I'm busy, I'm tired, leave me alone, I don't want to talk. But please tell your friends about Of Toxic Love and Growth. I'm probably gonna do like a separate video where I talk about what that book is particularly about, but briefly, I would say that Of Toxic Love and Growth, if you were on my live, you wouldn't know this shit, but anyway. Briefly, Of Toxic Love and Growth is about just growth as a whole and the lessons that I've basically learned between October 2019 and I would say June 2020. Even though by like June, the book was already like finished, but anyway, it's okay. But that's basically in a nutshell what the book is about. It really kind of like shows my own growth as a writer and as a person. And so there's a lot more, like I included some of like my affirmations in this book, like my daily affirmations, things that I use when I'm like, you know, having an anxiety attack or not having a particularly good day or week, and things that I just like repeat to myself. And like I think one of my prayers that I've like written down in my diary is also in this book. So it's like some of that good stuff that's really like good for your soul that's like included in this book, and a little bit of storytelling as well. So that's the book. It's called Of Toxic Love and Growth. It's available on Amazon, and I've left the link in the description, and the link to Little Go Blue is also here. So the paperback is available everywhere in the whole world, wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you're watching this video from. It's available everywhere in the world. So I will leave the links in the description for how you guys can order that and get that in your hands ASAP. But in the meantime, you can read this damn ebook on Kindle Unlimited, and the link to that is also in the description. If you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you. I've had to shoot this outro 3 times. 3 times. Anyway, so thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video for more content like this. Thank you for joining me. My name is RB Gono. Goodbye.